Ah, the white horse. Now there's a symbol that's been galloping through Britain's soul for longer than the royals have been pinching land and pretending it's theirs. From chalk hills and holy quests to heraldry, hobgoblins, and even a blinking mule carrying a half-dead king, these pale beasts have left hoofprints all over our stories. Right, let's saddle up, because this one goes deep. First stop, Oxfordshire. There she lies, etched into the hillside like some prehistoric signature from the gods. The Uffington white horse, they reckon, is over 3,000 years old, older than Rome, Jesus, and definitely older than your mum's Sunday roast. Now, she's not just some horsey doodle. No, she's a solar symbol, or so say the scholars. A tribal standard, a goddess mark, a chalky shout into the cosmos, all three maybe. Some point to Epona, the Celtic horse goddess, protector of travellers, bringer of fertility, and a dab hand at shamanic dream rides. Others say the horse marks the domain of Belinus, a Celtic sun god, warrior king of Old Britain, said to have roads running to every sacred site from London to Caerleon. Either way, she's no Tesco pony. Flash forward a bit, and along come the Saxon brothers with names that make it pretty obvious what they're about. Hengist and Horsa. Sounds like a dodgy double act, doesn't it? Anyway, they rocked up in Kent around the 5th century AD, supposedly leading the first Anglo-Saxon invasion. Their flags, white horses, their legacy, a county coat of arms and the beginning of a right messy relationship with the locals. Now some say the horse came from their Westphalian roots, a kind of ancestral tattoo carried across the sea. Others reckon it's more myth than man. Either way, it's stuck. To this day, the White Horse of Kent stands proud, rearing up like he owns the place. And then the Hanoverians galloped in. George I, bless him, barely spoke a lick of English, but he brought with him a white horse rampant. That's herald speak for about to kick someone in the face. So now, thanks to some good old-fashioned dynastic shuffling, that Saxon horse becomes a royal symbol, bolted onto flags, coins, banners, the whole shebang. In heraldry, the white horse stands for nobility, loyalty, and a touch of madness. You know, like riding into battle wearing a feathered hat and shouting, "For England!" Ah yes, St. George, the patron saint of awkward nationalism and weird pub logos. Our man George, always painted on a bloody white horse, skewering some poor lizard they called a dragon. It's a mashup of Byzantine myth and crusader cosplay, but it stuck. The horse here isn't just transport, mind, it's divine righteousness with hooves, a war charger of purity galloping straight into hell's face. This image became the soul of chivalry, especially after the Crusades. If your horse was white and your lance pointy, you were halfway to sainthood. Now you want ominous? Let's flip to the book of Revelation. And behold, a white horse, and he who sat upon it had a bow, and he went out conquering and to conquer. Some say that rider is Christ. Others say he's a pretender. Either way, he rides in first, and when the 4 horsemen show up, that white horse means judgment, purity, and unrelenting change. Even today you see the echoes, in old coronations, in grand funerals. White horses pull the caskets of the innocent and the royal like messengers from another world. Now here's the twist. Everyone bangs on about white horses, but what about the white mule? Strange creature that, rare as hen's teeth. And in Arthurian myth, particularly the Fisher King cycle, the white mule shows up at just the right time. The earliest known mention of the Fisher King says he rides a white mule to the Healing Island, where none other than Merlin himself waits. Now that's poetic. A wounded king on a humble beast, not a charger, not a war steed, but a mule, the bastard child of horse and donkey. Symbol of patience, burden and quiet strength. The white coat, that's the divine marker. Even in his pain, the Fisher King still carries something sacred. Back in the villages far from courts and cathedrals, the white horse shows up in disguise as a hobby horse. Every May Day you'd see lads with painted horse heads on sticks or full-body costumes prancing about, making mischief and chasing the maids. These weren't just drunken pageants, well, not only. They were about fertility, rebirth and the seasonal cycle. The white horse was the spark of life, trotting back after a long winter nap. In some places you had entire horse plays with a dying and rising steed, echoing pagan themes of sacrifice and return. Last leg of the journey, we fly. Literally. The constellation Pegasus, the winged white horse, flaps into British lore via Greek myth and Renaissance poetry. Old Will Shakespeare even gave him a nod, a symbol of poetic inspiration, a horse of heaven ridden by dreamers and scribes. In medieval England, Pegasus became a symbol in astrology, heraldry, and mystical orders like the Invisible College. He's the white horse of the mind, elevation, flight, a jolly good daydream with hooves. So there you have it. The white horse and his quieter cousin, the white mule from Uffington's Hill to St. George's Lance, from maypole dances to divine revelation. Whether he's charging into battle, bearing the wounded king, or dancing round a maypole, the white beast has always been more than just an animal. He's a symbol of the soul of this island, part wild, part sacred, and always just a bit mysterious. So next time you see a white horse on a signpost, a flag, or galloping through your dreams, nod to him. He's been here long before you, and he'll be here long after.